Okay, this is actually one more section of boring detail that you needed to know. Zone districts refer to designated geographical areas within a county that are subjected to specific zoning regulations outlined in the county's development code. These zoning regulations typically govern land use, density, building height, setbacks, and other aspects of development with each district. I know, it's boring stuff. And it's not just with counties. Cities, towns, and municipalities also have their zoning districts too. And in the eyes of a yellow jacket, the purpose of zone districts is to organize and regulate land use in a manner that promotes orderly growth, protects property values, preserves natural resources, and ensures compatibility among different land uses. Each zone district may have its own set of regulations tailored to the specific characteristics and needs of that area, such as residential, commercial, industrial, agricultural, and mixed-use zoning. Now here's a screenshot from my land development code in my county. There are 3 zoning districts: agricultural, residential, and commercial. These have subsets in them. A glamping operation fits into many of these, but my personal recommendation is to choose a district as close to ag as possible without going into it. This is because ag typically is out in the boonies or maybe right next to a pig farm or something. Keeping residential has its advantages. I'm in RR5, as close to ag as you can get. It's a spacious community. Everyone in our community has 5 acres at least in them. RR5s have regulatory flexibility, and they may offer lenient regulations compared to commercial or densely populated residential areas. Connection with nature, lower cost, community support. I do have neighbors who are supportive of what I'm doing. And essentially, there is an authentic rural experience in the rural residential properties. They see the deer, they hear the waterfowl, they hear coyotes at night. It's magical. It enhances their overall glamping experience. Now, this isn't to say that other zones other than rural residential won't work. Other zones have worked fine for glamping operators, but for the glamping guy and my unique selling proposition, I'm sticking with rural residential. And it's very likely that somewhere within your code, there is a long list of allowed and permitted uses for your particular zone that you're in. I'm in RR5, but there's certain things you can do in ag and there's certain things you can do in commercial. For me, a recreation camp was where I plugged in. Find the chart that's in your jurisdiction. You'll see all the different possibilities for the different zoning districts that you can put into. Just look at all the RR5 I have. I can't do acid manufacturing, but I can do adult care home. I can't do an agricultural business, but I can do an agricultural structure. I can have an animal refuge, a batch plant, whatever that is, a bed and breakfast inn, cemetery, a child care center, a CMRS facility, a community building. I can store construction equipment and field offices, at least if they're temporary. I could do a dairy farm. I can have a detached single-family dwelling. I just can't rent it out. I can have an educational institution, either private or public, an emergency facility, a hobby farm, a golf course, a greenhouse, a group home, a halfway house, a veterinary hospital, an inert material disposal site, a philanthropic institution, major or minor kennel, a library, livestock, mining construction, a mobile home post 1976. I don't know what happened in 1976. A wholesale nursery, over-the-air reception devices, a public building, way, or space, public park and open space, a ranch, a recreation camp, oh, there I am, a religious institution, a riding academy, commercial stables, private stables, a tiny house single lot, a tree farm, wind meteorological measuring facility, and yard sales. You can see there's a lot of permitted uses that I can do on my rural residential 5 property. I'm choosing recreation camp, and that's what I'm going with.